Hi, my name is Lucas,
Hi, my name is Pipe.
Hi, my name is Natalia.
My name is Alejandra.
and today we're presenting how to solve the food crisis. How much do you actually know about the food crisis? Maybe you know some causes and even some consequences. But what about solutions? This Kahoot will put you to test to see the solutions to the food crisis.
Okay, so what's the food crisis? Well, there's a great demand of food around the world because our population is constantly growing and, well, there are not enough resources to fulfill it. On the other hand, the accelerated food production is damaging our environment, compromising our natural resources and our planet's health. The UN estimates that we will have an extra of 2 to 3 billion mouths to feed by 2050. And while urbanization is increasing, more and more people are beginning to move into cities, producing a workforce shortage on farms. So tell me, if there's no one living on rural environments, then who will produce our food? According to the Center of Naval Analysis, mankind is inching toward a dystopian future in which shortage will trigger riots and wars.
Some of the problems we have with our actual food production are: first, agriculture is responsible for 1/5 of the total greenhouse emissions. Second, the use of fertilizers and pesticides contaminate streams and rivers that can create downstream dead zones. Third, deforestation for agriculture use accounts for an estimate to 10 to 11% of global greenhouse emissions. And fourth, due to poor agricultural practices, 5 to 10 million hectares of arable farmland become unusable each year.
We must stop this food crisis. If we do not, by the year 2050, when the global population is expected to grow to almost 10 billion human beings, the demand for food will be 60% higher. Plus, because of climate change, urbanization, and soil degradation, we will have less land and less soil to grow crops and practice agriculture. Moreover, because of unsustainable methods of growing food, such as farming or fishing, for example, we will have less available and sustainable environments to collect food from. We must resort to different methods in which the impact on the planet is minimized or is none to feed all the growing human population.
Resources are becoming more scarce every day, and we need sustainable solutions. We need more efficient and pro environment ways to produce food. According to scientists, the answer might be found in the new technologies of the century. They have proven their worth in different fields, and they have the potential to transform agriculture and food production and meet the consumption needs of the growing human population. And well, before it's not too late and we start eating each other, basically.
Genetically engineered organisms are those organisms whose genetic material have been modified in a way that does not occur naturally, like inserting a gene from a different organism. Genetic modifications are not a new technology. Humans have been doing this for a millennia, keeping seeds, breeding, and crossbreeding to have a special outcome, for example, to make a plant taste sweeter, or to last longer, or to grow bigger. Some benefits are the increase in crop yields, plants resistant to pests and diseases, allowing farming in lands that don't have optimal conditions like droughts, depleted soils, or soils with high levels of salt, aluminum, and iron. For me, one of the most important is a higher nutritional value. There is a case where a group of scientists in 1999 made a special type of rice called golden rice. It was called like that because it had beta-carotene, a building block of vitamin A, that gives the rice a yellow color. According to the World Health Organization, between 100 million and 140 million children in the world suffer from vitamin A deficit, and for this reason many go blind.
Aquaponics is a system which combines two methods. The first one is aquaculture, which means raising aquatic animals. And the second one is hydroponics, which means cultivating plants in water. Some benefits of aquaponic. First, it's 25% faster than cultivating in soil. Second, it's healthier because it's 100% organic. Third, uses 90% less water and has larger protections. Aquaponics can play a key role in enabling local production fresh, free of pesticides, and healthy with short supply chains in the cities. Despite the technical development in aquaponics, there is still no integrated approach to analyze their potential as an urban agriculture.
One of the solutions to the food crisis, which might come across as an unpopular one, is insect farming. Now, personally, I'm not very comfortable with the idea of eating insects, but because of recent advancements in this specific area, we now have very different recipes in which the introduction of insects is completely normal. Now, for example, for one nutrition of 200 calories, a cricket provides 31 grams of protein and 8 grams of fat. On the other hand, we have the cow, which he produces only 22 grams of protein and 15 grams of fat. Now, to produce the same amount of food, we only need 1 gallon of water for the cricket, but we need 2,000 gallons of water for only the cow, for 200 calories, remember. The second is 2 bags of feed to feed the insect, as opposed to 25 bags of feed to give to the cow. And finally, the greenhouse gas emissions produced by a cricket is 100 times lower than the ones produced by a cow. So I think it's safe to say that producing insects and eating them is a viable option. If you think about it, it's very small land required to produce the insects, and they can produce in massive amounts since they reproduce so fast. So it's one of the solutions that it has the most potential to the food crisis.
3D food printing is a new smart way to produce food. 3D food printers work by slowly printing layers of powdered ingredients on top of each other to create an item of food. This new way of making food could be the future. Soon it could add nutrients to food and globally be established as a food producer, creating a new way to produce food and, well, a more sustainable way to do it. For now, this technique is not conventional enough because the machines are expensive, the process is really slow, and the machines are not prepared to produce essential foods. Food printing has a tremendous potential in the agri-tech industry, since 3D food printing can reduce high costs related to labor. In addition, it prevents food spoilage of produce that occurs during the long journey from farm to market. Instead, fruits can be broken down to their powdered micronutrients and rehydrated to their original form through 3D printing at grocery stores, decreasing the chances of damage and loss of products. In the future, 3D printed food may help feed the world's population in a simultaneously sustainable and nutritious way. For example, researchers at the Netherlands Organization for Applied Scientific Research in Germany print food using a type of algae rich in protein and antioxidants. Expanding protein sources for a growing global population helps ensure ingredient availability.
For the closing activity, you're going to have some pictures on each slide. So, in the chat, you're going to answer with A if you think it's the picture in the right side, or with B if you think it's the picture on the left side. Compared to soil, aquaponics is percent faster. How much protein has an insect? Grams. According to genetically altered food,